The Witcher 3. Finally, we're gonna do this. Finally. It's a big game. I needed some more time to do it, you know? Lots of time.
You know, I almost didn't play the Witcher series, meaning 1 and 2. I was gonna pick up 3 after some reviews came out, but man, am I happy I didn't skip these games. And it's not because I need to follow the story from beginning to end, but the whole experience of it. The Witcher series feel like standalone games, from the art style to mechanics totally changing from one game to the next. These guys don't care about playing it safe or sticking to a formula. Even the love story's a little wonky. In the first game, you were able to put a ring on it, but now she says she just a friend.
You say he just a friend. Oh, baby, you got what I need.
In the first 2 games, the story is divided into chapters. You'll end up passing side quests if you don't complete them during that chapter. In The Witcher 3, they went big. And some might say bigger is not always better, but the only people who say that are very And it's not big for nothing. It actually fits perfectly with The Witcher. Plus, it's awesome to finish the game and go back through all the leftover quests. And side note, don't worry, there isn't any Ubisoft towers that you have to climb in this. One of the issues I had with The Witcher is that Geralt stopped being a Witcher during the games, instead changed his profession to a politician. Like for a monster hunter, Geralt doesn't do much monster hunting, especially in the second game. Now you could totally blame it on his amnesia, but of course it probably had to do with development limitations at the time. But in The Witcher 3, they built a world where main quests, side quests, Witcher contracts, treasure hunting, and random crap fits together. Even though I enjoy Dragon Age Inquisition, some of the maps felt a little empty, with just random trash mobs to kill, like I was playing another MMO. The Witcher 3 still feels like a single-player game, and even though it's open world, it's not a subtraction, it's more of an extension of a very sexy, immersive arm. It could be that side quests don't feel like side quests, that most of them have the same amount of love as the main quests do, they're not just filler. It could be the little practical things, like when you're shopping, you can go to your crafting page with a click of a button. It could be that the graphics are so beautiful that it adds a little more incentive to exploring. I'm just gonna sit here and just enjoy. Just enjoy. So yes, bigger was better, and the thing that they nailed with the open world is making you feel like The Witcher. Holy pepperoni, did they deliver on monster hunting. Throughout the world, you get Witcher contracts, where you have to learn about the monster through tracking it. The good old Witcher has a few new tricks, including the new Witcher sense, which highlights important objects. So if you didn't think that Geralt was Batman in the last 2 games, there's no denying that this is basically a detective mode. Depending on which monster you find, you would have to do more research, like talking to other characters or investigating the victims' houses. Through that, you learn why the monster is attacking people, and it builds to a final showdown with the beast. But maybe you take a different route in the dialogue options and you don't fight at all. The dialogue options don't only change the outcome of the quest that you're currently in, but also change what happens to other future quests as well. Without getting into spoilers, let's just say that you decide to kill or charm a group of guys, and a few quests later you have to get inside of a gate. Based on what you chose, you will either see the same guys that you bought a round of drinks for just to get them nice and tipsy, or you'll get someone who witnessed what happened and will react badly towards you. Almost everything has a consequence, and I like how they show you the fruits of your choices hours of gameplay down the line. So all those people who like to reset their save to change their choice like they did back in the days when they accidentally killed Mewtwo, you would have to go back hours. Another thing surprising about the dialogue options is that it changes based on what you choose first. The character you're talking to will reference something that was said just a second ago and you haven't exhausted all your options yet. It also happens in quests. For example, I need to find a goat and escort it home so some guy can do some sketchy magic. Why does he need a goat? Listen, I don't judge. Before finding the goat, I stumbled upon a huge bear. I killed the bear, found the goat, and started to escort it back to the weirdo. The goat just happens to run directly into where the bear cave is, and Geralt says,
"They're around this area. Good thing I ran into him earlier."
This type of thing doesn't happen all the time, but it happens enough that it matters. The Witcher 3 makes the other games look like stepping stones, and oh, does it show once you get your dirty hands on combat. Now, it only took him 7 years, but combat is finally at a good place. But Geralt is still a little rough around the edges when it comes down to handling him, especially when you're trying to get the right angle to loot a crate that just happens to be by a candle that for some reason you can light. So you just keep spamming E on the keyboard praying that just maybe, you'll be able to not light the candle, but instead loot the crate. On the other hand, the dodge and roll mechanic feels fantastic. And if done right, you'll get amazing moments where you're just near death. You're close, but your spirit is high, and you might just win. Okay. I got this. It's fine. Whatever, I'm going ham. Oh, I'm going ham. Come on. Get it. Oh, baby. Get it. You still have the classic 2 swords, potions, and bombs, but everything has been streamlined. You can even choose your playstyle depending on your difficulty. Potions and bombs only need to be crafted once now. Each potion has a set amount of charges that can be upgraded later. And once all those charges run out, all you have to do is meditate to refresh them. Unless you're playing on hardcore bend over a table difficulty. Seriously, other than jumping, this is probably the best thing they added to the game. You don't have to steal drugs from your local herbalist anymore. And yeah, stealing is a thing, so make sure when you're in some army camp you don't try and light a candle and accidentally loot a crate. They'll send them goons after you. Back to jumping though. I was so happy that I can jump now that I accidentally killed myself a few times. Because Geralt is still a little clunky, you have to be careful around corners and ledges. It's those damn NVIDIA hair physics.
She's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. You beat them.
They should have spent more time on his legs because Geralt takes fall damage like he missed leg day. You take fall damage for little Bobby jumps, so make sure you use a ladder and hope that there isn't a dang candle. Can I talk about the gore real quick? Look at that. Look at that. It's like decapitating a costume full of tomatoes. The Witcher also has a really good card game now. This replaces the simple dice game that we had in the last Witcher and cranks it up to a level of detail that you don't see coming. I have spent hours playing Gwent, trying to defeat everyone I could to collect them all. This is an open world Pokemon game I never got. Also new is crossbows, which I didn't really invest points in. You use it to knock down flying monsters or when you're at sea. Yep, at sea. You can dive underwater or ride a boat. There isn't much to the boat really, it's just another form of transportation. Speaking of transportation, they added horses. You can even cut people in half on a horse. Oh yeah. Now I love my gore. But when it comes down to trying to turn with a horse, it's like trying to drive a tank under the sea. It's probably because the horse is stubborn. Sometimes you're calling it and it just won't come to you. So you just gonna sit there and force me to walk to you? I see how it is. What are you doing now? The Witcher is definitely not a perfect game, but I can't really say anything horrible about it either. I mean, sometimes characters are annoying to follow, so I use the zigzag method to keep from running past them. I did run into a few glitches. And I may be nitpicking here, but I think Geralt, he just moans too much. All the time, he's just moaning. Oh my, the light. It's just too bright. It's almost like there's a bunch of white people everywhere. The only black person you see in The Witcher 3 is the dang horse, and he's just being ridden by the white man. Oh, never mind, this succubus is black. Hey, at least you look good. Oh my gosh, I can't believe my local supermarket doesn't sell black bread. They only sell white bread. That's racist. Seriously though, I am all for race diversity in video games, unless it changes the developer's vision for the game. I'd rather have a game with only white people than have a writer constantly killing off the black characters.
Have you come to kill me?
I gotta say, The Witcher 3 is pretty solid and will not disappoint even if you didn't play the previous Witchers. The open world feels like it's all connected. Main quests spawn side quests and side quests spawn more side quests. You can play this game and miss over half of what the developers poured their heart and soul into. And who cares, because the odds are the half that you played, you're gonna enjoy the hell out of it. The Witcher 3 is worth 2 pairs of socks and a leg off of your grandma's couch.
I'm a freak.